I was having problems as far as allergies. They've been getting worse over the years. I'd been to the doctors. Some of the effects were very bad coughing. Some of the foods that I would eat would trigger a cough that was short of sounding like I had pneumonia. And I'd been to 3 different doctors, and they could not understand what it was. There was nothing that showed up in the x-rays on my lungs. And actually coming here has been tremendous, because it has eliminated almost every part of the allergic reaction of the foods that at one time I used to love and was not able to eat for the last approximately 5 years. Foods itself would be probably Mexican food. Trying to think of some of the different types. It had gotten to where I was actually started out with coffee and tea, and the effects were, again, that it would be a real bad cough, and it would show up anywhere from 15 minutes to 3 hours afterwards, and it could take days before it would finally quit. And the only way that I could get it to quit was I had to do nothing but drink water and stay away from all caffeine, which again took me a couple of years to even figure out it was caffeine that was doing it. But over the course of those years, I got to where I became more allergic to other things, such as coconut. Had a piece of coconut cake and started coughing incessantly. Could not stop the coughing. My wife said it sounded like I was dying just about from the cough. It was a very, very deep cough, like a croup. And it would strike even in the middle of the night when I would be going to sleep, or actually in my deep sleep. I would wake up coughing terribly, and it would wake me up, and the only way to stop it was I'd have to get up and drink some water. Then it became more towards other types of food and even herbs. Ginkgo biloba, ginseng, guarana, which of course would be like caffeine. So a lot of the drinks, like say green tea, and the one that I would love would be the Arizona green tea. It became a trigger that was so bad that people at work thought that I was a walking dead, they said, when they heard me cough. So it got to where, again, I couldn't take anything. I was wondering how in the world I was ever going to cure this. I'm here today and it works. The neurofeedback has helped release whatever it was that was causing this, which I don't even know. And that was the beauty of it. I didn't necessarily need to know what was causing it. The hooking up to the brain waves and whatever the machine is doing to me is correcting it without me consciously needing to know what needed to be corrected. Very good, very relaxing. It allows me to release things that have caused problems with me through life. The problems that I've had would be numerous, just like I believe a lot of people have, which is image of oneself. We don't think we're good enough to do something. We don't think we're smart enough, strong enough. And the hypnosis has allowed me to release those thoughts, those concerns, those, if you want to call it that, baggage, because that baggage actually affected me in life, in how I would perform in life, whether it was at job or at home or even with social interaction with other friends. A lot of times think that I wasn't good enough to do something. My wife actually saw a change after 3 or 4 sessions that was dramatic. She actually saw me drink tea at home, plain black tea, just like Louisiana tea, Lipton tea, whatever. It did not cause this incessant coughing. And when I did cough, it was just for a small amount of time. So the effects were seen by her quite quickly, and she knew something was working, something was happening. Because again, I'd been troubled with this for 5 years. They're great. They're very professional. I think that they care and they want to help the people, which is hard to find nowadays. Dr. Schmidt is extremely knowledgeable. He's very professional, and the hypnosis sessions that I've had with him have been quite remarkable. Victor's great. Victor's a nice guy. He's extremely knowledgeable as well. He uses the machine for the neurofeedback in a way that, well, I know that I couldn't do it, and to me it's short of being a brain surgeon, because he has taken parts of my brain that apparently were creating problems for me and cleared them up without me having to do anything. Most definitely, highly recommended. If you've tried other avenues to cure yourself of things that you have problems with in life, and the doctors so far have not been able to help you, the standard medical doctors I'm talking about, then I do believe everyone should try this. After all, we're the ones who are suffering. We're the ones who need to go out and find the help if we can't get it from the other medical doctors. In fact, just today I had another cup of full lead coffee. Neurofeedback is probably something that people think of as being some whiz-bang invention, maybe some paranormal, nothing like that. It's a science, but it's a science that we, being the general public, does not see. We do not read about this normally. And my indoctrination to this technology was actually through you and Mr. Schmidt. And it has been fantastic. The learning for me and what it can do for me, the curing, and I'll say that, it's a cure. It's been a cure for me. If people had seen me 6 months ago, in fact, it's only been a couple months now that I've been coming here, and the change in me over the last couple months has been dramatic. And it has been terrible for me to have lived for 5 years with this problem. It has prevented me from enjoying just a cup of coffee even. Again, this is almost like being released from a prison.